What's up, guys? Z Pilot here with an awesome update on the Gush feminized seed line testing and world record pheno hunt. Yes, guys, this pheno hunt's going to be even bigger than my last one, slightly, just by a little bit. It's going to have, there's 12 more seeds, okay? Last time was 160, this time it's 172. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. 172. Now, of course, all of them did not sprout. That's what happens. And pheno hunt when you're sprouting seeds, especially ones that haven't been tested. The 2 trays on the right, these are all the Gush plus a couple others. But everything here is my own. On the left, a little bit of my own stuff and some other breeders. So I'm not going to go through all of them right now, guys, because first of all, oh, one of them looks really dry. Yeah, that one looks real dry. Okay, they're all a little on the dry side. I was going to water them. I'm just going to bottom water them. But let's just go through the strains that kind of didn't make the cut at this point. Okay, so basically I sprouted 5 of each. I just put them right in the cubes. Didn't do a paper towel or anything. Just put them right in the cube. I kind of shoved them like half an inch in there, maybe a little too deep, but that's fine because I don't want, you guys, I want just the strongest ones to make it, right? I don't want, you know, some little baby ones where you gotta, you know, put like 1 grain of soil over the top of it, otherwise it won't come up. That's some bullshit. You know, the seeds, you should be able to throw them in the ground and they should sprout, right? You don't need to sit there and massage them and sing to them to get them to sprout. So anyway, okay, so out of the Gush, I had like almost 20 strains, but some of them were just tiny quantities. I think I'm down to like a little under 10. There's some solid ones that remain, just because some of them were just little side projects. I just wanted to pheno hunt and not necessarily release the seeds. Like, for example, I had a Mac 1, but those crossed with Gush, but yeah, Capulator was right, those did not. They were all mutants or really tiny, weird looking. I ended up tossing those out already. Okay, so let's go through them. Runts, buttons, crossed with Gush. So this one, I only had 3 of 5 sprout. That's not an acceptable germination rate. That's 60%. And then one of them's kind of a runt. So yeah, that one's not going to make the cut. Hopefully I find a couple good phenos. That was interesting because when I did the paper towel test, you know, I got 100% germination, but I didn't really like the sprout. Let's see what happened. Yeah, this one just didn't even open at all. Oh well. Okay. What else? Okay. I dropped cherry crossed with Gush. That's this row right here. One of them didn't sprout. Okay, I'll give that one a pass. Maybe I'll just throw an extra seed in those packs. And one of them was kind of a little slow, but that's okay. You know. You know what? Let's see here. It looks like it did actually sprout. But it was just kind of taking its sweet old time, and it might actually still pop. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you know, I don't know. I might have just fucked it up. Okay, so it did crack open. It just didn't get up. Maybe I had that one too deep or something. Okay. What else? Everything else on this tray is looking pretty good, so yeah, that's awesome, guys, for the most part. Yeah, these are all, this tray is all Gush crosses. There's 10 different strains on here, okay, because there's 10 rows. So I'm gonna reveal the strains at a later time. But yeah, that's awesome. And you know, if you look at how they're doing compared to you know, the other breeder stuff. Just multiple breeders, not just one. And some of my stuff, I mean, looking pretty good, you know. That's awesome for untested seeds. Yeah, they're nice and vigorous, and not too many like total punies. Okay, let's look at this other tray. Anything weird? Okay, I got. Why the lighting is getting messed up. So this was the Mac 1 row. I put a couple extras in that I had of some other stuff. Now, okay, what's this row? This one's got 4 that's sprouted. One's kind of a puny one. Okay, that's Gushman's S1. So I'm not really a fan of. I would basically call that 3 because that one, you know, is not going to really amount to much. Maybe. We'll see. You never know. Sometimes they're late bloomers. But I don't think I got very many seeds of that one either. This one's a pass, I guess. Yeah, this one. You know, I noticed on some of these Gushman's crosses, these cotyledons, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce them, but these first leaves grow a little weird, kind of prevent the, you know, other leaves from coming. Oh, here's another example. It was actually on that trop cherry. It kind of slows it down. Once you get past that point, though, nice focus. Once you get past that point, I feel like it might start growing fine. But so that's a little interesting kind of thing. I haven't seen that before, so that might be a trait of the Gushmans. But whatever. You're only gonna have those leaves once, right? You're never gonna have them from clone. Okay, this next one. Yeah, it's kind of a. So 4, and actually one's a twin. I didn't plant 2 seeds in there. That's just a twin, and one of them just didn't sprout. It's Gary Payton crossed with Gushmans. But I know Gary Payton makes some super fire crosses, guys, so maybe I'll just throw in an extra seed in those packs. So not gonna count that one out. We'll see. And this one, white truffle crossed with Gushmans. Actually, I cheated. Only 3 of them sprouted, and 3. You know what? I think it was 2. 2 of 5 sprouted, and then I tried to put 10 more in a paper towel, and only 2 more sprouted. So this is out of 15. 4 out of 15. That's not good. Not good at all. I had a tester. I actually put these white truffle crossed with Gushmans seeds in a shot glass with water for 24 hours, and then a paper towel, and he got them all to germinate. So maybe you just got to put them in water. But you know what, guys? They're not going to germinate just when you put them in soil. That's no good to me, because not everybody's going to use the shot glass water method. A lot of people are going to buy the seeds or whatever and put them in soil, and they're not going to come up, and then they're going to be like, what the hell? So, and then this one didn't come up. It was really freaking weird. It's like some mutant. But maybe, I have 3 solid seedlings. Maybe I'll find a dope-ass PHENO. I can just keep that as a clone. But that's another thing, guys. Gonna have, hopefully I found a few awesome PHENOs. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so this is some other PHENOs. Other breeder stuff. Garlic Storm. Made by In-House Genetics. Looking pretty good. Nice and uniform. It's like a garlic. It's a GMO cross with slurricane, cross with slurricane, something like that. It's like garlic cane cross with slurricane. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fire. This one, Donnie Breath. I will not name the breeder for obvious reasons, because only 1 of 12 sprouted. That's not good. I noticed a lot of them did actually poke their roots out, but they just didn't come up. So that breeder must have, maybe they did a paper towel test and they never actually tested the seeds in soil or a cube. But yeah, that's no good at all. Yeah, this one, okay. Yeah, that one's fine. This is Zummies by Purple City Genetics. It's like watermelon Skittles crossed with something. Fudge Truffles. So that's a white truffle crossed with Sin Mint cookies. That's by Sin City. So I get, out of those I didn't get, out of 7, 2 of them didn't sprout. So that's a little, yeah, that kind of sucks. Maybe they should have thrown 8 in there. But I still got 5 seedlings. But yeah, something about that white truffle, it doesn't like to sprout. I mean the seeds look really awesome. Like they're super dark and big and nice and meaty and thick. I think the seed casing is really thick on those. So maybe, yeah, maybe that's why the water method helps. Anyway, whatever. This is a real nice, real vigorous pheno with the fudge truffles. Probably like the biggest seedling in this whole thing right now, out of all of them. So that's cool. But you know, this is just the start. Grand Prix. There's that freebie by Lit Farms. It's like E85 and Grandy Candy and I don't know what else. Yeah, I got 1, 2, a couple didn't sprout, and then yeah, maybe actually only 1 didn't sprout, and then one of them just kind of fell over, and it's probably not gonna make it. Not too bad. Those are regulars. And then the last couple rows. This is my Turple number 5 S1. If you guys remember Turple number 5, it was a super frosty pheno of Turple. I had a pink one, I had a super frosty one. Personally, I like the number 5 better for smoke and smell and the way it looked and everything, and just, you know, it was way more potent. But it was a pain in the ass to grow. The leaves would always just turn brown for no reason. It just looked like the plant was gonna die, and you know, it was a very finicky plant. Yield wasn't really that great either, but the smoke was awesome. It looked awesome, smelled awesome. So anyway, I had some, last time I grew it, it hermed a little bit, made a few seeds, and popped them. I think I popped like 12 or 14. And we'll see what happens, guys. I might find something even better than that one, or I might not. Never know what you're gonna find when you sprout seeds. This is really fun. So, you know, I forgot to mention, this is 1.5 weeks from the time these seeds poked up. So almost 2 weeks from when I planted them. It's been 13 days from when I actually put them in here, and then 2-3 days later they popped up. So far so good. My plan is to grow them in here maybe for like another week, and bottom watering them the whole time. Then I'm going to transplant them to 4-inch plastic pots, but I can only fit 120 of them in my 4x4 tent, because that's just how the dimensions are of the tent and the tray that I'm using. So I'm gonna have to get rid of, you know, the weakest, however many. I think there's probably like 150, 140 that are maybe that came up. So I have to get rid of like 30, 40 of the weakest, you know, weirdest looking ones. But I'm gonna try not to get rid of too many of the Gush Mints testers, because, you know, I kind of want to actually test them. So just because they're small, you know, who cares? But that might be a dope pheno, or you know, that might herm on me, right, or something. I want to capture all the flaws. Just because it's tiny, whatever, you know, sometimes phenos are smaller. I mean, something, you know, really weird, like, you know, that one I might get rid of. It's not even growing. But for the most part, I'm not going to really thin out the Gush Mints testers. I'll thin out pretty much everything else. But I got more stuff than just the Gush Mints testers, guys. I got this Error 503 by Belief. That's something from the Chimera breeding. It was like, you know, I think the Chimera came out of that same seeds, maybe, or something like that. So we'll see. That'll be pretty interesting. Look at this first leaf. That's weird. Never seen that. I got some I had some bag seeds when I first ran my GMO. And guys, from now on, I'm gonna actually call it my GMO S1 because, yeah, I don't think, yeah, I've done a little bit more research, and the original GMO just looks different. It runs way later. It runs 11, 12 weeks. Mine finishes in like 8, 9. Mine still has the super garlic terps, and it's super potent. It's an awesome smoke. You know, everybody loves it. I love it. It grows great. It does herm, which sucks, but it finishes fast, and it looks way better. The bag appeal is nice, frosty purple. So it's an awesome strain. So I'm gonna just call it the GMO S1. I don't know what it really is, but it smells garlicky, and it was given to me as GMO, but I'm gonna call it GMO S1. Super fire. I haven't grown the actual GMO, but you know, I don't really, you know, see myself running something 11, 12 weeks, you know. So, and I've seen actual GMO in jars and stuff, and honestly, it's not, you know, I'm not really, haven't been that impressed. The GMO S1 that I've got, I think is you know, better. The only, you know, it just sucks that it likes to throw some lower pollen sacs, so you gotta pluck them. But if you're aware of that and you watch out for that, it's pretty easy to handle and totally worth dealing with for that strain. Anyway, so the first time I grew it, I had one pollen sac. I didn't notice, and then yeah, I got some seeds. So I got some Alien Mints crossed with GMO S1, and they're all looking good. I got some GMO, what I call GMO S1, but I think it's actually like a GMO S2, so that's gonna be pretty freaking cool. And then yeah, I don't want to show all my other strains. I might have. I thought I had some Gorilla Glue crossed with GMO S1, but I can't find them. Whatever. Alright guys, I know it's been 17.5 minutes of me just showing some seedlings, but hopefully my thought process has been explained thus far. And then yeah, let's see what we can find. Let's see how awesome this Gush Mints Femline turns out, or is it garbage? Are we gonna get a bunch of herms, or is it gonna be gold? You never know. But I think I have a good feeling I'm gonna find at least one really good PHENO out of this hunt. Hopefully more. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.